Yo, man. Welcome back to another episode of that Stay Off My Grass pod. You got your boy, Suns fan Randy, ISO Randy today, man. And we had a game, didn't we? We had the Phoenix Suns versus the Utah Jazz for the second time in a row in Utah. And boy, was it a game. So, Book came out firing. You know what I'm saying? Finished with the first quarter. I think he finished with maybe 20, 21 points in the first. Ended up giving me 43, 12, and 4. You know what I'm saying? On 28 shots. It's not as efficient as I want it to be, but hey, man. It's you know what I'm saying, it's getting there. But he was out there cooking, doing what he did. And typically Chris Paul kind of closed the fourth in this game. Like Chris Paul was kind of off in the fourth where it kind of seemed like he just kind of gave the keys to Book this game to he was like, all right, like you go ahead and close it. So Book kind of closed the door on him today. But Utah low key kind of gave us that game because like they had a lot of mental mistakes at the end where it was just like if this didn't happen, if that didn't happen, if they didn't make this mental error right here. So, you know what I'm saying? They might have won that game. But today, watching it with Book and all this like going off or whatever, and I'll dive into the game too. It really reminded me of like the old Suns teams that was like in 2016, well not 2000, well 2017, 2018, 2000, a little bit of 2019. But it was really reminiscent just because it was like just Booker doing whatever he was doing and everybody else just ball watching slash like not contributing at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I remember watching a whole lot of those games where it was just Booker and then just a bunch of random dudes that couldn't, you know what I'm saying, that couldn't give you nothing really, or just whatever they gave you was just like, ugh. And I got a lot of that from this game. I was really disappointed in just like the overall like team effort. But I think that also too, not to put it all on them, I think it was a little bit by design, and this is a little bit why, like, okay, like that, because today it was a good and bad, because it showed me, like, okay, like that was the reason why those were losing teams, because like you can't win like that, or like you can't have winning seasons when you just rely on one dude to just kind of do everything. You know what I'm saying? Like we used to do back in the day with Book, and it just, like I said, it just reminded me of that, and yeah, so it was just like, but also too, I can't really fault the other people because it seemed like they was just leaning on him heavy. Like it was like, all right, like Book, you're hot. Like, so just go ahead and do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? So a little bit of it looked like it was by design also. But like I said too, it was just like, and also too, like when also it's a negative too, because it's like if you go off or if you know what I'm saying, feeding a hot hand, like nobody else can get a rhythm. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Cam Johnson never really got a rhythm. Mikal Bridges never got a rhythm. You know what I'm saying? And all these other people never really got a rhythm just because Book was just so hot. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's a gift and a curse when you got like a player like that could do that. You know what I'm saying? And take over a game kind of by himself. But it's like also a curse because it's like not everybody else around you is cold or like you know what I'm saying, or they gotta like try to match you or whatever, and it's gonna be hard for them, especially because they're not you. So yeah, so that it was just really reminiscent of those old teams. But Chris Paul gave me 21, and I just like I said, I kind of figured it out now. He gave me what 15 in the fourth again, so it was just like okay, like I know what you're doing now. Like you're just gonna pace yourself, take whatever you can get in the first half or whatever, and just let Book do the heavy lifting in the first half, and then you come and close. So I'm fine with that. 21, 4 and 5. He had a couple of turnovers. You know what I'm saying? I was like okay. Cam Johnson, I'm still gonna give him a pass just because like he's still coming back off an injury and he's still, you know what I'm saying? Because he was red hot when before he left, and then now he kind of catching himself back or whatever. And then also too, like we're relying on him more to grab boards and stuff more and beat bang down in the post and stuff like that. So it's just like okay too, and that's another thing that Book kind of got to figure out how to balance. Like yes, I like defensive Book. Yes, I like when he goes out there and he has a defensive energy and just locking everybody up or guarding everything or whatever and not running away from matchups. But you got to also understand too, like you're human, like you get tired. So it's like when you exert all that energy on defense, like it affects your offense, and then that's why you kind of fade in the third, and then a little bit sometimes, or like that's why I kind of feel like all right, that's why he's so inefficient because he just gets tired. You know what I'm saying? After getting starting off hot and then like having to guard whoever he's guarding, and then you just can't keep that up for a long period of time. Just realistically, just being human. Bismack Biyombo actually started today, and I've been campaigning for him to start. and he was all right. He got in a little bit of foul trouble or whatever. It wasn't too crazy, but like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't his best game, but like I said, I think that it was just Book was just so hot and we was just leaning on him so much. It just nobody really got a rhythm. You know what I'm saying? And yes, he had a lot of open looks or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But he gave me 12 and 6, which is cool. And I thought that he was on the bench a little bit too long. Like Monty left Sticks out there a little bit too long, and that's the next person I'll talk about. Sticks is just like just when I think that he turned the corner, it's just like he just do stuff to regress, and you can kind of see he was getting frustrated out there, just like being in there late game, not being used to it, and just like trying to get acclimated. And Chris Paul was talking to him crazy, so he was getting a little mad or whatever. So you could see it's an adjustment for him, and it's just a little sad to see just because it's just like yeah we're on a win now kind of situation. We don't have time to play catch up or whatever with you Sticks. So he kind of if he not gonna pick it up fast and you know what I'm saying? He got to go. And Shaman is another person that has to go. Donut, he gave me 12 minutes tonight. Donut, and it was just like, dog, I want you to relieve Chris Paul, take some of that point guard duty off him, rest him a little bit. And Shaman, you just gave me nothing. Like yeah, so ish. I don't know. And another thing too is like whose idea was it to go grab like I'm not mad at it, but it's like whose idea was it to go grab Ish Wainwright? Like who was like, oh damn, like Ish Wainwright's available, let's go grab him. Like whose idea was that? Like because like I don't really know what position he I mean, I get like he's an energy, like for sure. But it's just like what position does he play? Like does he play the backup big? Does he play a wing? Does he play a guard? Like what is he really? So that's a little bit like suspect for me. But one thing that I was thinking about, I know it's a little far fetched, and like you might not know about it, like know about him, is I feel like what we should do, and since he's kind of like low cost now, I feel like we do need help at that backup point guard position too, like later on or whatever the case may be. I think that we should invest into Sharif Cooper in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Like he's on the Hawks, he's on the G League team. They're not really playing him and stuff like that. So I feel like if we can figure out a package and go get him, and like if you don't know who he is, go look him up. And like it's like literally looking at a younger CP3, like for real. It's just like so if CP3 can get him under his wing now, like and we can get him for a steal, like I think we should go ahead and do that. Even though yes, we still need another like backup wing or another backup to Book and stuff like that. But I think that if we can make something happen with it, if we can give up Landry Shamet or Ish White or Sticks or whatever, and just you know what I'm saying, make that happen or whatever, I think that we should go ahead and go do that too. But yeah, so there's a couple pieces out there that we can go get. Like Thad Young, I'm not too high on it. Like we could. So I've been seeing Javon Carter. I've been seeing Torrey Craig a lot too. So I mean, I imagine I got faith in James Jones. So I imagine he'll make something happen. But it was an all right game today. Like I said, it was 8 in a row. So you know what I'm saying. It is what it is. We got another one on what Friday. So I'll catch y'all again, man. Next episode, man. Till then, peace.